Hello, Mr. Putin. Hello. My name is Maximov Denis Vladimirovich from Liberty District, Kraskova. We have a family business. It's a bakery. For 8 years, we have a very convenient patent system for taxation. Since the new year, we'll have to pay an income tax and we'll have to pay the VAT. That is why we need an accountant, and this will be additional costs for us. We understand that our country is in a difficult situation. We understand that the increase of taxation is necessary, but I think it would be more useful for the state and for us individual entrepreneurs to increase our payments 2, 3, 5 times. It would depend on the volume of our produce. Well, the situation is difficult. We are not optimistic about the future. Some enterprises will close, some will go into the shadow economy. What can be done about the legislation? Well, this is your bakery behind you. Yes, it is. Mashinka, was it called in honor of someone? This is my eldest daughter. What are you baking there? Is it delicious? Well, I hope so. I hope so. Well, Denis Vladimirovich, regarding the essence of your question, first of all, there was a form of benefits for the small enterprises, what was registered by the government, what was done by the government. Especially it regards the trade business and the individual entrepreneurship, small enterprises. The process has started. That means they mean that we use these instruments, these forms of business, for uncontrolled input of uncontrolled black input. That is the problem. It doesn't mean that we should create problems for the production business. I'll pay attention to that, and I'll make the government pay attention to that and the relevant governmental structures. As for the accounting, please do pay attention to the fact that it will not be necessarily compulsory to spend additional money for accounting. Big financial institutions provide different services, banking and accounting services. You could ask, for instance, a Sberbank. They can help you with that. And this will not bring additional costs for your business. It will not bring any additional financial burden for you. But you are right that the production business with the transfer to the new taxation should not suffer. And I promise you that the government is going to face this issue. But anyway, I wish you success. Success to your Mashinka, to your daughter, and to your business that has such a beautiful name. Well, maybe you can send us something delicious. With pleasure. On my side, I will work with the government regarding the support of your business and other businesses alike. Thank you. By the way, an important piece of news, central bank reduced the key interest rate down to 16%. So we are moving forward. You know, the central bank is always under pressure. There are many disputes about the key interest rate. The difference between the inflation rate, by the end of the year, it will be less than 6%, 5.7, 5.8, maybe 5.6. And the key interest rate is at the level of 16%. The expert expected a possible decrease by 1%, but by the law, the Bank of Russia is independent. And I try not to interfere into the decisions that they're making. I try to make everything so that they were not influenced from other institutions. But the Bank of Russia does everything necessary, and they're very responsible in their work. In the end of the last year and the beginning of this year, we spoke to the governor of the central government, to the economic bloc of the government. We said that it is necessary to target the inflation and to make the necessary decisions so that the macroeconomy of Russia would be healthy, would be solid, so that the economy of the country had a solid foundation. The difference between the real inflation and the key interest rate is one of the lines of criticisms against the central bank. What is the problem? In reality, there are many problems. One of them is that, as I have already said, I have mentioned it. If not, I will say it now. One of the problems of today is the reduction of the investment activity. During the first 3 quarters of this year, minus 3.1%. But the Bank of Russia registers a little decrease. But the serious continuity continues in the credit sphere. The number of credits that is being provided is almost not reducing, not significantly. This is the merit of the central bank. That is why it is necessary to be really careful and cautious, so not to avoid the surge of inflation. So it would not be necessary to take any steps backwards. So the worst thing are the fluctuations, and the Bank of Russia strives to reach stability in this sphere, which is of paramount importance, and we have to agree with that. Well, the decrease of 0.5% or more, well, I'm not going to give any evaluations at the expert level. There are really good experts that will give their evaluations. But the reaction of the real economy sector, well, will be very well expected. Well, I know what it could be.